In the latest season of Sister Wives, two shocking moments unfold. Meri Brown, once the strongest supporter of Kody Brown, embarks on a seemingly innocent holiday getaway with her best friend Jen. But what's really happening behind the festive scenes? Meanwhile, Kody, the patriarch of the Brown family, drops a bombshell of his own, voicing his controversial stance on dating and relationships that leaves the family on the edge. Could these two events be the beginning of the end for the Brown family? Meri's escape to New York, meant to be a joyful vacation, sparks a deeper crisis in her heart, a desire for something more than her polygamous life. And as she takes a moment away from it all, Kody's harsh views on dating and marriage strike at the very core of what's left of the family's unity. Stay with us as we uncover the raw truths behind Meri's vacation and Kody's shocking words. This season of Sister Wives is not just about family drama. It's about redefining love, loyalty, and independence. But as these two stories collide, the tension builds to a breaking point. What will happen when the Brown family faces its most challenging moments yet? Part 1. As winter settles into the city, Meri Brown and her best friend Jen are surrounded by twinkling lights and holiday cheer. For the first time in months, Meri finds herself away from the constant turmoil of her polygamous family life. After all, life with Kody and the other wives has been a roller coaster. Conflicted emotions, tension, and public scrutiny have taken their toll. Meri's visit to New York City is a rare moment of joy, filled with friendship and carefree moments as they explore the holiday markets together. Jen has been by Meri's side for years, offering support, understanding, and a safe space away from the chaos of her family. It's a dream Christmas getaway, or so it seems. Behind every smile lies a secret, a nagging question that Meri herself cannot escape. Does this vacation, this brief escape from her complex life, truly bring her happiness? Meri's tension with Kody is no secret. After years of marriage, there's been an emotional distance between them, and the cracks in their relationship have only grown wider. So why does she feel the need to escape to New York? Is it simply for a fresh perspective, or is it something deeper? A silent cry for something more? And just as the festive cheer envelopes them, a simple conversation between Meri and Jen triggers a deeper reflection. What's really behind Meri's decision to leave everything behind, even for just a few days? Could there be more to this trip than just holiday cheer? However, things are not always what they seem. While Meri and Jen are enjoying the festive atmosphere, tensions begin to bubble under the surface. A holiday meant for relaxation soon reveals subtle emotional undercurrents. Meri's past with Kody and her role within the family continue to haunt her. Meri begins to open up to Jen about her struggles, how being in Kody's family feels like a constant battle, a tug-of-war between loyalty and independence. She admits how exhausted she is of trying to fit into a mold that doesn't fit her anymore. But could this venting be a way of coping, or a cry for help? And what about Jen? How much does she truly understand what Meri is going through? And then, something shocking happens. A small but significant moment that will leave you wondering if this is really just a vacation or something far more profound. Just when everything seems perfect, the laughter, the shopping, the city lights, Meri reveals something to Jen. It's not just about family drama. It's not just about Kody. It's about something deeper, something that could change everything in Cincinnati. Meri and Jen about her desire for a fresh start, away from the Brown family, away from Kody's expectations. But there's one thing that Meri hasn't said yet, something she's been hiding all along. What Meri shares next will have you questioning everything. Could this Christmas vacation be her last goodbye to the life she's known? And if so, what happens next? Meri's decision doesn't just affect her family, it sends shockwaves through the Sister Wives community. Fans, friends, and family members react in ways no one could have anticipated. Some fans support her decision, feeling that Meri deserves a life of her own. Others are heartbroken, unsure if they can continue supporting the Brown family dynamic. Kody's response? Well, that's a story for another time. And just when you think the dust has settled, a new development threatens to unravel everything Meri thought she had achieved with her escape. As Meri returns home, the excitement of the holidays fades into the everyday complexities of her life. The family drama is far from over, but has Meri found the strength to face it head-on? The questions remain. Will this vacation be the turning point Meri needed, or was it simply a temporary escape from the inevitable? As she stands on the brink of a new year, Meri's journey is just beginning, and the future may hold more surprises than anyone can predict. Let us know. Do you think Meri is ready to move on from her past, or is this just the beginning of a bigger chapter? Part 2. For years, Kody Brown has been a figurehead of the polygamous world, a man with 4 wives and a belief system rooted in a lifestyle few understand. But in the latest episode of Sister Wives, he delivers a bombshell that shocks everyone. In a moment of raw honesty, Kody shares his deeply held beliefs about dating, relationships, and sexual boundaries. He compares the act of dating to something deeply intimate, kissing another man's wife. Is this simply a father's protective instincts at work? Or is Kody's view of relationships more controlling than we think? As Kody's words sink in, the reactions from his wives are anything but subtle. His latest statement creates waves of tension that ripple through the entire Brown family. Christine, Janelle, Robin, and Meri all have their own perspectives, and no one is backing down. Christine feels conflicted. On one hand, she understands Kody's desire to protect his daughters. On the other hand, she feels his views on dating and marriage are outdated. Robin, however, seems to align more with Kody's protective nature, defending his position with fervor. But the tension within the family is growing by the minute. As the conversation continues, Kody's views begin to spark deeper divisions. Could this one statement be the tipping point that fractures the family forever? After the episode airs, the controversy escalates. Fans of Sister Wives are left reeling from Kody's comments, and the backlash begins almost immediately. Some fans are furious, calling Kody outdated, controlling, and patriarchal. Others defend him, arguing that his traditional views on relationships are simply a father's desire to protect his daughters from heartbreak. But one thing is clear. The division within the family is mirrored by the division in public opinion. Just when things seem to calm down, a bombshell is dropped that no one expected. One of Kody's daughters speaks out about his views. What will she say? Will this family divide grow even deeper? Amidst the chaos, a twist no one saw coming. Kody's own daughter speaks out publicly about his controversial views on dating and marriage. Her comments strike at the heart of the issue, revealing a side of Kody's parenting style that fans hadn't anticipated. "It's my life," she says, "and I should be able to make my own choices." Her words cut deep, exposing a generational divide that threatens to rupture the Brown family dynamics forever. As the family grapples with this shocking revelation, Kody's relationship with his daughters reaches a breaking point. The future of the family as we know it hangs in the balance. As the fallout continues, Kody's wives react in ways that no one could have predicted. Christine, feeling the weight of Kody's words, is left questioning her place in the family. Janelle begins to speak out more about her concerns, And Meri, who has been struggling with her own feelings of isolation, wonders if she's too far removed from Kody's mindset to ever understand him fully. Christine speaks out about feeling torn between Kody's protective instincts and her desire to allow her children the freedom to make their own choices. Robin, though still aligned with Kody, finds herself questioning whether their traditional views are truly in line with what's best for their children. As tensions rise, Kody faces the hardest conversation yet. Will his views continue to drive a wedge between him and his wives, or will he find a way to heal the growing divide? The future of the Brown family is uncertain. Will Kody's traditional beliefs continue to divide the family, or will they find a way to reconcile their differences and move forward together? At the end of the day, Kody's views on dating and marriage are deeply rooted in his personal beliefs. But as the world around him changes, will he be able to adapt? And more importantly, can his family survive the tension created by his words? The answer to that question may lie in what happens next. Can the Brown family heal, or is this the beginning of the end? If you're as intrigued by Kody's controversial views as we are, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with Kody's stance on relationships, or do you think he's holding his family back? Let us know your opinion, and make sure to share this video with others who need to hear this shocking story. Stay tuned for more exclusive insights into the Brown family's journey. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. Meri Brown's life has always been intertwined with the highs and lows of polygamy. But for the first time in years, she has the chance to take a step back. Away from the cameras and the family drama, Meri's Christmas getaway to New York City with her best friend Jen was meant to be a brief escape from the pressures of her polygamous marriage. But as Meri walks through the festive holiday markets, enjoying the sights and sounds of the city, the weight of her life at home presses down on her. She's far from Kody, yet the emotional distance between them grows wider every day. Could this escape be her way of finding herself again? Or is it the beginning of something much bigger? Something Kody can't even begin to understand? And just as Meri's thoughts begin to drift, Kody Brown steps into the spotlight with a controversial opinion that will send shockwaves through the family. His belief on how relationships should be, especially his views on dating and his daughter's sexual lives, could change everything. In an episode that left fans reeling, Kody Brown, who has always been outspoken, drops an emotional bombshell. As he discusses dating and marriage, Kody compares the act of dating to kissing another man's wife. His views on relationships, especially for his daughters, are harsh and deeply rooted in his traditional beliefs. He explains that he believes his daughters should wait until marriage to engage in sexual relationships, pushing his own ideals onto his children in a way that shocks viewers. To Kody, relationships are about sacred bonds, not casual experiences. But is he protecting his family, or is he trying to control their lives? While Kody speaks with conviction, his wives, especially Christine and Meri, are left to wonder, can they truly support these views in a modern world where their children's autonomy is at stake? The tension is palpable as the wives try to navigate their own beliefs in the shadow of Kody's expectations. As the tension builds, each family member is forced to confront their own feelings about Kody's words. Meri, ever the supportive wife, feels conflicted. She has always been there for Kody, but how much longer can she stay in a relationship that no longer aligns with her beliefs? Meri, in the midst of her New York escape, starts reflecting on the complexities of her own life. While Kody expresses his rigid views on dating, Meri is quietly asking herself if she's been holding on to something that no longer serves her. She spent years in a marriage that no longer seems to fit, and now, away from the family drama, she wonders what the future holds for her. Christine, too, is grappling with Kody's outdated views. She's torn between being a mother and a wife. Should she defend her children's independence or support Kody's traditional stance on relationships? As Meri and Christine begin to question their positions, the fan reactions are pouring in. Some fans are outraged, while others support Kody's views as a father's right. But no matter where the fans stand, one thing is clear. This family is on the brink of something far bigger than they realize. The aftermath of Kody's words is more explosive than anyone expected. The entire family feels the strain, but it's Meri's own internal conflict that becomes the centerpiece. As her time in New York draws to a close, Meri comes to a realization. She can no longer live in a family dynamic that keeps her in the shadows. Her time away has given her clarity. The truth is hard to face, but Meri knows she needs to make a choice. Is her marriage with Kody worth preserving, or is it time to walk away and carve out a new path for herself? As Meri prepares to return home, the family drama explodes when Kody's daughters speak out about his views. Will they accept his traditional beliefs, or will they rebel against the father they've always known? The world is watching as the Brown family navigates the fallout of Kody's controversial views on dating. Fans of Sister Wives are divided. Some see Kody as an overbearing patriarch, while others believe he's simply trying to protect his family's values. On Reddit, Facebook, and YouTube, the community is divided. Some fans feel Meri's escape is a sign she's ready for a new chapter, while others sympathize with Kody's desire to protect his children from the dangers of modern relationships. As the family debates their next steps, Kody's actions have consequences beyond just his own family. Fans begin to question their own beliefs about love, loyalty, and freedom. But in the midst of this chaos, Meri's future remains uncertain. The season ends with no clear resolution. Meri's future in the Brown family hangs in the balance, and Kody's beliefs continue to shape the lives of his children and wives. Will the Brown family survive this crisis, or is this the beginning of the end? Meri is at a crossroads. She must decide whether to embrace the life she's known or move forward into an uncertain future. Kody's words have sparked something irreversible, and the family dynamics may never be the same again. As Meri spends time away from the family, it becomes clear that her decision to take this trip isn't just about escaping the chaos of home. The deeper question is, how long can she continue to live in a relationship where her own identity is lost in the shadows of others? Meri. Sometimes I wonder, has it always been like this? Me, holding on to this life, this family, waiting for something to change. But maybe it's not them that needs to change. Maybe it's me. Meri's commitment to Kody and the family has always been unquestionable. She's stood by him through countless ups and downs, often putting her own needs second. But as she walks through New York, the weight of those years is starting to feel unbearable. Meri, I've always tried to fit into the role I was given. But maybe the hardest part is accepting that I can't keep living someone else's life. This vacation isn't just a break. It's a glimpse into a future where I'm not just wife number one. Will Meri continue to carry the weight of her role, or is this moment of clarity the start of something bigger for her? Kody's views on dating and relationships affect not only his daughters, but also his wives, who find themselves caught between support for their husband and the autonomy of their children. Christine, I've always tried to understand Kody's perspective as a father. But when he talks about my daughter's future, it's like he forgets that they have their own lives to live. I want to protect them, but I also want them to have the freedom to make their own choices. Janelle, I get where Kody's coming from. He wants what's best for our kids. But sometimes I feel like he's so focused on the future, he forgets about the present. They need to be able to grow, to make mistakes. It's how they learn. As the wives reflect on Kody's views, it becomes clear